rock. And we're going to start with a maximum, if you don't mind, and we're underway.
Oh, they've been... In fact, he saved 3 runs there.
Swain Pole the man. This one is an leading edge. It's a vacant third man area. It's probably going to go all the way, and it does. Remembering, like Chris said, in the final, you've got to bowl 8 deliveries. We're going back to the 70s. It's old school. That's a pretty good delivery. Imagine the fight, Dennis Lilly bowling 8 rock.
Bit like you at the moment, Ryan.
Got no chest hair, me, Chris. This one is going long, but it's a chance, and they're going to get an early wicket, the South Africans. Can you believe it? It's 11 for 1 up 4.
Extra 10 balls in this shit. I think you could play it a little bit differently.
Oh, absolutely. I'll leave it to you. You're the expert, because tactics is something that you were actually extremely good at. Don't worry about that. So here we go with his first rock, and guess what? He's hit that straight to the man at deep square. Can you believe it? Irwi is on a hat trick.
Oh, I'm smelling it up.
On here at the Sixers, Pakistan, the overwhelming favourite, have lost 2 in 2 in the first, and the South Africans are up for it. Here we go, on a hat trick. Can you believe it? It's going to be a wide. Down the ground, that's a beautiful cricket shot. South Africa changing their tactics a little.
Well, they've gone 3 players on the leg side here. We've only seen that in the recent games, but here we see these 2 wickets. Big 2 wickets. That first ball was short leg side boundary.
It becomes a factor. This one is going to go over cover for 6. A beautiful cricket stroke. He got it on the full and gave it the treatment. That's a cut shot all the way for 6. You can't give these boys width.
Up after this game.
Well, Charlie Burke told us 220 was the last 2012, so obviously in 5 years he didn't include GS. That's going to be played away on the offside, nice and gently for 4. And can you believe it? We're only 1.2 overs in and the score's 35.
Well, he's bowling a first-class length here and swinging it away, and he's got 1 on the offside. He's changed it now. He's moving one of his leg side fielders onto the offside.
This time he's down the ground, and we've nearly lost an umpire because that was hit at pace. Tabarak Dar, the umpire, did very well to clear the head there because that is on target.
He nearly went the wrong way too. That could.
That's sliced away on the offside, and that's going to be 4 more. It's a good over so far for Pakistan.
And the best thing about it for them is it's been pretty safe. Play good shots. Just know they lose another wicket here, and it's starting to get a little bit difficult. There's enough time just to play these good shots and go hard at the end.
There's lots of goings on in the crowd, that's for sure. That's down the ground as well. Hit very hard, and that's another boundary.
Length by a smidgen, and the difference between a single off the last ball and that being smacked back.
That's down the ground. He's a chance, and he's out. There's your 3rd wicket, and thank you. He's in. He loves the
Celebrations.
Down the ground, didn't get the elevation, straight to him, and I'm going to go as far as saying he doesn't quite have the rhythm on the dance floor. That's burn drink. But outside edge is going to go away for 4. He lost his length, his line. He's got to retire. He's been the constant at one end for Pakistan.
Well, that's what we spoke about, Ryan. You've got to have someone in the shed just to come back at the end. Just a bit of that safety net, don't you? So the new batsman.
Straight, that could be a chance, and that's definitely out off the glove, and all of a sudden Pakistan are 4 for. He charged before the bowler even started, and Swainpole saw him coming and bowled the faster one and pretty much sniffed him up. Have a look at that for bowling.
Well,
That is brilliant.
Hamad has come back.
That's a head high fully and dealt with, and it's going to be a no ball as well.
Oh, that counts for 8, doesn't it? So that's a...
You'd think so. That's not too good, that bowling. This one's high in the air, and it's going to go a long way. A big one down the ground for 6.
The momentum of this game just changes so quickly.
There's a story in every over, that's for sure. In Adams, Chris Rogers' boy, is back on, and he goes for 6 first up.
Is on fire. 37 off 10. They've got to find a way to get him off strike here.
Every ball. This time it's up in the air, and you guessed it, he's in massive trouble, and they've lost 5. Hamed is out. South Africa have grabbed, so 13 rocks for one man to face. So I wonder, what's the tactics going to be now? And the South Africans are rejoicing. That's a bit circumspect, which you can understand. This bloke can bat on his own as long as he stays in. And he's pumped that down the ground for 6. Sohail going solo.
It's good to see he's just holding back a little bit here, right?
Well, that was actually a proper cricket shot there, down the ground.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if you're going to play cricket, this is how you want to play.
Absolutely.
Well,
6 more.
This could be the match-winning innings, really, because if Sohail got out, then you think South Africa would have cantered home. Sohail's played unbelievably, particularly thinking he's more of a...
This one is out to the band of the boundary, and he's out. They're bowled out in the final over with 4 balls to spare. Pakistan are all It's been action-packed. It was a low fully, and he couldn't muscle it over mid-wicket. And Nokolo gets the dismissal, and they're all out, South Africa. Sorry, part with was Ahmad with 41 from 12. He actually came back, and down the end there, Sohail with 46 from 14.